famulem una kushe una adu. We tell the master thank you. We sleep and wake. For the one day we know if we make them within in our hospital, where God help them. For the one day we don't left we, where God help them, where God give them good road. So once again, welcome to this program, Mina Egatin Shaba, and please, I encourage you now for make share this live. Very, very important. Please, share this live. Very, very, very educative today. Please, and all welcome to this program. This program for everybody, for all Sierra Leoneans, then, because we learn every day. We learn every day. So this program for all Sierra Leoneans, then, no matter who's you day, who's you fed yourself. You're Muslim, you're Christian, you're APC, there's a people there, NGC. We're all politicians because we know what's going on in our country. We want to know what's happening in our country, and we'll get for contribute our country. As diaspora, a lot of things really happen in our country. Diaspora, they don't know what's going on in our country. So there's a Shabbat. You need for the come online. Let we know what's happening, not discourage. We don't know you from back home, where you on radio, you all aside them, you did tell the people in social, but please don't discourage. Diaspora they call every day, so please come online, let me know what's happening in the country. Of course, yes. Do appreciate you now, on our very concern, and also on our way encourage we for make we go to come online and tell now what's happening in the country. Today we'll get to one big alejo, a big fish. I know we will catch up today, but it's an honor we will get them for kind of platform today where we can talk about so many things then when they happen in our country, not only in APC, but things them when they happen in our country. But before I bring this fish, make I come with the Mami Insef, live and direct, the producer. The mommy we get the microphone. welcome.
Yeah, Fambulam, welcome on board the Egatin Shaba Facebook Live program. And we want to tell una all plenty thank you, especially una the committed fans them. We every time una get notification, una always ensure say una come and listen and watch this program and share as well. So I want to welcome you on board. If you're not the first time, welcome on this program. Very educative program, like Egatin Shaba say. And we only look forward for make we learn and continue for learn because it's in plenty. Now we can't, I can always say, sometimes you can't even keep track of the things that way they happen every day. By the time we try to talk about this one, another one don't come, we pass that one day. So it's a lot to catch up with as Sierra Leoneans them, but we want to continue for telling thank you for we are always in at this platform. And today, like Egatin Shaba say, we get a big fish when from the APC come out. And insef they can tell we plenty things the way they happen inside the young party politics and inside the politics in general na Sierra Leone and plenty other things them. So welcome on board this program.
Okay. So Famulem, yes, we bring in now we guests, but please would encourage you now for make una share this link, una share the video, una share the live, please. Welcoming, yes, sir. Welcoming lawyer. I'm just have to call you honorable. Welcome to this program, Mr. I'm lawyer Lansana Dumbuya. We don't hear the name. So welcome to this platform. I'm not saying at the first in this way. You don't join at this platform. So welcome now when you join me, and also it's an honor when you honor the invitation for joining at this platform.
Well, I want to also tell una thank you for letting una get me in the studio today. Very much delighted, and I'm sure that we will get a very good program.
One thing that box the secrets now. One thing in you, we're unique. we are listening to you interview. Your voice relates to my best friend. We lost last year, lawyer Abbas in England. I don't know if anybody will tell you that. So yeah, Abbas, similar voice. The one on the talk.
Oh no, nobody not tell me, but I know the name and I remember the funeral. I want to say my heartfelt sympathy to you because now your best friend, and I hope say God go give the good place where we all the plan for go where we go there tomorrow.
Thank you very much, sir. So how everything, how the country, how everything with you?
Well, so far I'm okay. It's very, very difficult for saying a salon you okay, but you just get for carry on. It's a difficult time in Sierra Leone. Everything is haywire, topsy-turvy, upside down. It's a difficult time in Sierra Leone. Una we dey under una know wetin I dey talk because una get family here, then go dey give una the news, the information of wetin dey happen now, but now a difficult time for we all.
Right. People are going to know who that's now lawyer Lansana Doumbouya.
Well, Lansana Doumbouya na a grassroots person we come up from a humble background where me daddy na been Messina and me mama na been gardener, and so by virtue of that, myself also na been gardener. Where say where they, I mean, you were the salon. Remember where they plant them, build them, then we will get them side away open space. They will the plant, and then what aside.
Yeah.
Where they plant them potato leaf, cassava leaf, green. So now that background they are come out from, where I come out, where the tell they go school, where my mama don't plant and no way don't grow. I will take them, I go sell na Congo market. And I'll go sell kerosene, I'll go sell water, cool water, and all them things. That is the background I come out from. And I come out, I go to primary school at William Wilberforce Memorial Primary School at Congo Market, where people they call Waterside School. And from there, I go government Rokel Secondary School. And from government Rokel Secondary School, I go St. Edward's Secondary School, where I do my O levels and my A levels. From there, I go Fobe College. I read for my first degree, that now my bachelor's in law, honors degree in law. So from there, I come out there, I go University of Pretoria in 2002. I go do various courses from international human rights law, international humanitarian law, but also the key degree I go there for me master's degree in human rights law and democratization in Africa. And from there I go on the university college in Washington. I go do some few courses then there. Then I don't practice for 23 years now na salon. And during that period and day, in my early days, I offer me services for work for poor people that will not get money for pay lawyers then. So I've been work for one institution we then call LOCLA, when lawyers center for legal assistance, where been then Abu fields now all the way line. So me have been the coordinator of litigation, where been they represent the people in a court for represent the one they were not able for hire lawyer at all. And I don't do human rights litigation for quite a very long time. And then also during the 23 years there, I also don't render services then apart from LOCLA to poor people that will not get nothing for pay lawyers then. And that's I've dedicated my life to that. And now that same way, so you go see I don't represent people in the APC party where not get money for almost 23 years now. And so all I have done is to give my life to people around me. And sometimes at the detriment of my family. One day, my daughter, we are the eldest, by the way, me not get boy picking a girl picking and I'm born. So me the eldest in say one time where I come out Arusha, where the big one and the party been called me say for come be Secretary General 2012. He tell me, say, Daddy, say, why are you doing this? Is it the right choice? But I say, my dear, I say, you know, sometimes you don't look at your family only. There is, you know, a whole lot of other people. There are a whole lot of other people out there who need assistance. So I have to also not only work for my family, but also for the general good of the country and for the general good of mankind. So this is the, in brief, that is Lansana Doumbouya. So that is Lansana Doumbouya for everyone we want to know.
You just always say, you know, human rights lawyer. When last you visit Pademba Road prison?
The last time we I visit Pademba Road prison, where I go see one me client we then charge for murder. We now just like 2 weeks back for go take briefing for him. So I go take briefing for him, and most times I can send me juniors then. You know, I get a lot of junior lawyers na me chambers where I can send for go take statements and other, you know, instructions from we client them na police and CID and Pademba. Sometimes na me self can go, you know. Most times because me it's part of my DNA, so most times na me can go, but other times I can send them. But 2 weeks back I was, you know, at Pademba Road.
Okay, Richard.
Well, a couple of things. Lawyer Lansana, when you start, you say Freetown, you know, nobody no go say right now, Freetown, okay, there are a lot of ups and downs, a lot of things the way they go on. You can kindly like specify some of the things them where they go on right now, where you feel say Salon people are not glad with, where make the country is up and down.
Clearly, you will see say the country, you know, they move in the right direction because of the economy and the governance and development, and also the social cohesion, the social interaction, you know, amongst Sierra Leoneans. It's really pulling apart, you know. It's pulling apart, you know. We not used for the day as one country, irrespective of whatever tribe you belong to, whether you belong to Mende, Timini, Limba, Loko, Krio, Fula, Kuranko, Soso, Kono, Vai, Yalunka, Madingo, you name it, you know. Whatever Timini, whatever tribe you belong to. We be not used for really rubber with one another, rub shoulder with one another, and talk, married one another, you know, befriend one another. We as party we go, you know, like Rontima and bench with one another. But recently, the politics in the country seems for the become so infected, so much so that the relationship where they exist seem for the drift apart. And that is a very, very sad thing. And
so what do you think is responsible for that? Or who do you think, you know, we're responsible for that kind of division? Like you say, we all know, say, before now, like you say, irrespective of a political party, we all can, you know, agree to disagree in a very friendly way. But now is the, you know, the division, like you rightly say, is visible. Sometimes somebody when are you friend for so long because of this politics now way they go on, this kind of politics where they go on, don't settle apart. What do you think is responsible for that?
Well, clearly, you will see, say, what's responsible for that now, the recent governance structure within the country. There's no two way about this. Some people will not like, you know, sometimes when you talk the two, some people will be angry. But other people also within the governance structure would go say, no, this man is speaking the truth, but not everybody will like it. Because remember the Anes by Koroma era. You know, before ever even, you know, choosing ministers then, he worked with the former SLPP ministers then for almost 4 months, and they were collecting salaries. They go to cabinet with him. They discuss issues with him. So it shows that the transition, from the very beginning of the transition of the Adesbai Koma era, shows say he want for unify the country. So say he want for make all man work together. Whether you be, whether you be SLPP, APC, PMDC, you know, whether you be Limba, Timini, Mende, Loko, Fula, Kuranko, Soso, Vai, Madingo, wherever you find yourself, he been get for work with the minister, then for sure say he wants that transition for embrace everybody. But you know, they say similarly, so the same regime for do the same for continue for work with the ministers them for 4 months. That's not what I'm saying. But now, you know, immediately during this SLPP era, well, I don't want to castigate all the SLPP people. I have to be very fair with those people in the SLPP who are very sincere Sierra Leoneans who do not even like what is going on in the country. So we also have to pay deference to them. But some people, especially those who are in governance now, majority of them, not all of them, majority of them, you know, they ill-advise the structures where they carry on. So much so that look at the amount of people where they may not sack. Just because they want to sack them, just because they want to give other people a job. These people, some of the people them where then tenure them, now secure tenure they get. But then sack them. Look what happened at Parliament with regards to the parliamentarians and bring them kind of court. Whatever kind of trial we go on now, we not go. Me think say that was me no think say that trial they with them. That case they wouldn't do with regards to the power of parliament, then a correct trial. You know, I mean, I'm a lawyer. I know some of them might not like it. Some of the judges might not like what we deal with the case, might not like what I'm saying. But it is the truth. Sometimes it is good for people to say the truth in this country, irrespective of whatever your friends or your family go on for think about of you. So look at the number of people that were then sacked. Innocent, some people are cleaners, some people will not get nothing. Some people will not even get nothing for do with politics, then sack them. You know, some people were not actively involved in politics and sack them for one reason or the other. So it is very, very bad. Look at the present statements that are being made by certain politicians. They're out there for bring, you know, tribal hatred. Some people, they make a statement for say, if you vote for this party and this, if you vote for that party, you know, it's bad. Let people then decide and fight for themselves without, you know, we the politicians, them, especially the one that within our hem of affairs, the one that within our government, especially now because they are so much afraid of what is going to happen. Because the way then they afraid for lost power, then decide for descend into certain arena, we're very bad for the country. You go, you preach tribalism.
Why do you think that they're afraid for lost power? What do you mean? Why do you think that they're afraid for lost power?
Well, you only afraid for lost power because you don't handle the power well. I mean, if you handle the power well, you do good, you do what is right to the people of the country, citizens of the country, then all will be well and good for you, and you will have a second term. You know, even if there was a term in the constitution for you for go more than second term, you know, people go ready for vote for you if you do good for them, you know. But to be honest, the present government, they've not done anything for the people of this country. They have failed us. People might say, oh, because you Lansana Dumbuya, because you belong to APC or this, that. Okay, that is what you may think. It is you are entitled to think, you know, whatever you want to. But sometimes let us face the truth. I mean, they are afraid because they've not governed the people well. That is it. And they've done so many things which they believe sometimes, then they believe say sometimes. I mean, this is what is going on. People say, okay, they will carry revenge power. I mean, APC is not like that. They have to know that. You know, APC is not like that. That does not mean if you commit some crime and the normal justice system not go hold you to book. You know, where they want to hold you to book. Of course, the APC is not responsible for that. But if you govern fine, then well and good. You get more chance for continuing power. But if you not govern well, then you not go say power for continuing power. The people will choose at the end of the day.
I got you.
Lawyer Lansana, I'm a entertainer, and I would like for talk about we entertainers them we some of the guys now we they don't sentence they didn't pardon barrel just because they go visit their company entertainer, them sentence them. And we get one already, they go court every week for the past months now. They're not even for bail them up tonight when I LG. What do you think about the judiciary system that we country? You think say it work properly for Sierra Leoneans then?
I'm a lawyer of 23 years standing, and I'll be lying to myself if I say the judiciary they work properly. As I say, some people may not like it. I say these words, but I have to say it. Sometimes you can forget the people that when they say it. But that does not mean say people are not in the judiciary when are good people then. We get judges, they win are good judges. We get magistrates, they win are good magistrates. Then lawyers, we get lawyers, they win are good lawyers. But majority of we, the lawyers and the judges and the magistrates, seem for the dance to the political drum where they beat, rather than for dance to the benefit of what will benefit the country, rather to dance to the drum of justice, where they dance to the political drums where the political leaders in the beat. And that is very, very sad. When you come to LJ in business, I've not been involved. I'm not involved by LJ in business because consult me and ever send somebody to me for make a represent them. But I think it is a sad thing. LJ, a matter not a political matter. So if they try for politicize them, it's very sad, very sad. And LJ, in matter as I know, now be a simple altercation at a petrol station. Is that right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, simple, ordinary altercation between two citizens.
So as a lawyer, Lawyer Lansana, as a lawyer, the punishment where them people here they go through now, is it commensurate to the crime they were accused for?
I therefore be forthright with you for say meeting say eligible for don't get bail for that particular offense. I'm sure thousands and thousands of people they don't bring in a court with that similar offense.
So it's a bailable offense. It's a bailable offense.
It is a bailable offense. It is a bailable offense. Not offense we forgive strict bail for, But this is what we are seeing today, and it is sad for people them we sit on at the bench. For somebody, for them for bring somebody come for ordinary altercation where you get with somebody, whether an assault, tell me not thinking a better assault because not just simple waiting scuffle between you and company, say pay money, not pay money, don't pump or this not pump or visa. You are not been telling you for pump this. This is not something where for create like alleged in a prison up till now without the no give bail share. Even if they give bail, if not stiff bail, then you not to think where them forgive stiff bail, because now it seems to me like the attitude of the bench now is just forgive stiff bail. Then take pleasure in giving stiff bail. And people don't know the essence of bail anymore. Bail is for somebody for making can attend in court and make it able for putting defense, not for punishment. Bail is not to punish someone. But it seems to me as if the judiciary in Sierra Leone, they are using bail as a punishment. Then you bail, they want to punish you for let you go take Osmook, then put boku money there, they say money for in a bank, then they put all some kind things them where they put on bail now. The kind thing they way for meat, where in those days when we be lawyer, magistrate they know they give that kind bail. Even high court know they give that kind bail condition there. But now they develop some bail condition where I don't ever see before. But that is what is happening. And the Chief Justice, I don't know what will happen. It's supposed for they do something about that. It's supposed for they review, let them know how the bail and they go, waiting and how kind bail and they give.
But quite recently, I said the chief. Quite recently, I said the Chief Justice where this local commercial bank man would be all for sexual abuse or something. Now in workplace, the Chief Justice go on a CID and go ask for make them bail the man for make them pull and the so is it that they are selective? There is selective justice in the justice system based on the political affiliation?
I know, to be honest with you, sometimes some of the issues that they, and I'm being very, very honest here. Some of the issues then they are not like the one we mentioned so, and get to me ears. I not hear that. But if that is the case, I don't think say Chief Justice for going to police for let them bail anybody. No, not for going. Really supposed for going. But I not hear about that. And I think if you do that at all, it is wrong for him to have done that. But as you don't tell me, myself go investigate and know if he really go there for go do that. Because if you're not supposed for really go there, I mean, if in family get some issues set na police, I think in the wrong person for go there. Elect na in family for make it go there. Pass no more like if na in West or in Peking, maybe then go say okay, this na in daddy. But any other person for let it go there go send a wrong signal and you're not supposed to do that. If at all you do one.
Lawyer Lansana, let me talk small about your party APC. You did run for National Secretary General for the All People Congress. Why you decide for run for that particular position?
Well, Egerton, you see, in a political party like APC, you need good breed of people that will loyal to the party, people that will don't serve the party faithfully. Now that you put in a certain position, not to anybody or nilly-willy, you can just bring anybody come inside. Me not they castigate any other person where they stand. But for me, having been in the party for 30 years now, since I was a young man, and then having served the party for over 25 years, even before me, I went to the university. Even before I went to the university, I've been done to serve the party. And I don't serve the party in various capacities. So much so that my loyalty to the party cannot and can never, ever be questioned. And that is very important. And loyalty can never be built on, it can never be built in a day, in 1 week, 1 month, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. Loyalty is something where you build over a long period of time for people for be very, very much comfortable and assured that this person no go sell the party out, that this person go die for the party, this person go protect the members of the party. And I think over the years, I have distinguished myself to be that kind of person, and also a person with sabi the party history. We know the in and out of the party. We know the sufferings of the grassroots. Me come out from the grassroots. Me own politics in the party begin from the grassroots up to this stage. So I know what it takes. I know how the people in the field. And me, as I say, go able for make sure the people when are the member of the party are well cared for, and then go no say the APC now APC when they care for them. We know other people they don't do their own, Ambassador Usman for the Lansana don't do his own. A great man, he's done his bit, he's done very, very, very well. But where he has stopped, I want to take off from there, and also to improve on some of the things that he's done. And wherever we get any difficulty, but make sure I correct them difficulty then and make sure the party be an enviable party. Not only West Africa, but the world at large. Make sure they're at par with other political parties when it comes to, political party structure and institutions. So this is what I want to do, and I'm very passionate about that. If you see Egati, me left me work, the United Nations, where they call me in 2012, when I come, maybe they get handsomely paid in the United Nations. I left them for camp. I not left them because of money, because the money will be they get there, it pass waiting ministers than they get. I can tell you for sure. I'm not blabbing about it, but that's the reality. That was the reality. So if I left and come, it means I want come for cancer and nothing else other than that.
There's so many problems at the APC party, so many infighting with Yeri on social media, and up to now, we another flag bearer rights. Who that you think go able for unify this one party? Or how we unify this party?
Egatin, I know the boast. But I think me being the Secretary General of the party is going to unify the party. I know and I aware beaucoup problems there. We get plenty problems in the party now. But I want to make you know one thing. If you see in a family, picking and the fete, where papa and mama don't die, picking and the fete now because the mama and the papa left plenty property. So the plenty property and the plenty money, then that share with them for share out for share now that the fete. And that for sure you say better than an APC. APC they win the next election 2023 when next year. Everybody know that. So now then they make plenty people in the Fed.
Yeah, but Lansana, of course, sorry for interjecting, but people are so concerned because when I say APC back to power, but up to now, one of the flag bearer, not too much infighting at the APC. So how we want for win this 2023 election?
The 2023 elections, has already been won by the people of this country. The APC is only like the party where where people then go trust, say that the people of this country don't decide from day one. They don't decide few years back. Let's say 2-3 years back, they don't decide. The way how this present government they go, the people of this country don't decide, say, we get for change them people, yeah. And then realize, say, APC will been go out better past SLPP where they now. So for the winning of the elections, it is that one is out of the window. That one, the SLPP has lost the election from the day they begin to do bad governance in this country. They lost the elections from that day they started treading on the wrong path. But within the APC, we know say we get small chamot. As you can always.
And they're not a small chamoto.
No, I didn't tell you, na small chamot. APC na Calabante party. So you get Calabante people and they. Then Calabante people and they where you reach something then can make them Calabante nest. So now that Calabante waiting and calling and they happen. But I tell you, say the 21-man committee, notwithstanding the issues that we then get, look at what has happened in the country. Notwithstanding the problem with the 21-man committee, people in the local community, the ward, the constituencies, the districts, the region, and look at what has happened. People them without even going to the party office, people them make sure say them pull out them people them for register. Look at the numbers. And the number will come out for register for vote district. Even the electoral commissioner is I mean they really not know how this number come about. And even though they refuse people them, they are really afraid who side this number come out. But now people they mobilize now in community, irrespective of whatever the 21-man committee do.
So for clarity's sake, the number of people that will register this times is surpass the last election where people let me register. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it surpass them. And also the figure where they give, where they just ticklish with it, then say and then they don't put them. Then although they say that they pull them out on the 24th of November. But I'll discuss that when you ask me of the registration. I will discuss that. Say I want to tell the electoral commissioner say that date say we pull the 24th of November is not correct. If we pull that result day before 24th of November, because the law say. The law where they govern the registration say from the last day where the registration done within 40 days from that day within 40 days if I pull the result then they and not only for pull them if I go and paste and all the words them I want to make you know that now. If I go paste and I want to let all man know that saying that the electoral commissioner for do if I paste and the words them all the different words then in this country. For left one word, if I paste them all the words them, for let people and see the names them. And that list the way they come out, I want people them for no say not to final list, not provisional list. So anybody will not see name on that list. You get right for go petition, go to the electoral commission, let them go put your name on that list. Go with all the documents them. Even the one that where them be reject. Where the electoral commissioner, the officers them, being rejected at the polling stations, them, the registration centers them, when they reject them, then get the opportunity for go back and say, then they reject me, I want me name, for let go now, look me document, look me back certificate, look me affidavit, look this councillor or this imam or this pastor, we go verify, say, me don't pass 18 years. So then get that waiting and call it. And I want to make the electoral commissioner say, no say, by 24th November, it go on past 40 days. We don't want people where they go against the law. Every time people in the kick against the law,
I mean, just want I got to get anything for say to that.
No, go on.
Yes, because I've been just one follow. We go into the specifics, just like you say, of this registration, voters registration. We see a lot of challenges. Them we see a lot of videos that will come out. A lot of discrepancies them been there and make them very tough according to what we see for the oppositions. Them and now even with the extension, then give only couple of days,
2 days.
2 days. Yeah, 2 days. Let me put it that way. Then now again, time to release the registration, the list of the registration, where you say within 40 days, they're supposed for that's in the constitution. So how as a strong opposition, they allow neck for for overcome all of these laws, them, all of these rules, what bind we as a country, the constitution, for overcome them and do what pleases them and waiting they want for do, rather than go in line with the rule of law on the constitution. As an opposition, how is it happening, you know, when we have a strong opposition?
Well, we do all we can. The members of parliament are doing their best in parliament. For we, the ordinary citizens who are politicians, we are also doing our best. In the next few days, when I go here, say we don't take the matter go court for the PR system, and also when I go and discuss that,
yes,
we'll discuss it. We're doing what we have to do. We are doing what we have to be, irrespective of whatever the judiciary will say at the end of the day. But we hope that the judiciary become very serious and very responsible this time, because it's dealing with the rights of the people of this country, and it's the
I think if the
opposition,
opposition is serious, they will force the judiciary to be serious.
Yeah, no. That's what we're doing now. We're going to court, and we're making sure that we force that. In the next few days, you go hear the result, because we work on that particular issue there. JFK, me, and some other people, una go see the issues. Even Evangelist Samson issue, you know, you saw what I did. I did what I could, but when they're ready, them do what they want for do. But I don't tell them, say, me not to a no-nonsense person, but people don't understand what you mean. I don't mean that they go affect them, because that's not how it should be. But then, in the next few days, when I go here, say we don't bring up some other filings for Evangelist Samson. So we're doing our work. We just want to do it right.
Let me come back to APC. When you think say we get to a lower level election and a flag bearer?
Well, the rules and regulations of the party way for govern the lower level elections onto the national, it's already gazetted, and in the next few days, of course, according to PPRC, we get for take other moves them of new registration where then they deal with right now. In the next few days, how long that will take. But the lower level elections, they begin anytime from now. We will speak so, but now we'll get the date. I mean, it's going to be here as soon as maybe tomorrow or next tomorrow, but it will be any time from now. Even if it not be tomorrow or next tomorrow, but it's going to be as soon as possible.
Awesome.
Niche, can we continue with the PR system, please?
Yeah, let's talk about the PR system a little bit, because this don't create a lot of public discourse out there, and from what we always see, some people say yes, it didn't have the constitution. Some people say it is not constitutional. You as a lawyer, waiting day for we that the constitution regarding PR system, and waiting at the clauses them that are used there for make a president go activate a PR system in a country.
Well, for me, outrightly, before I begin going to the nitty-gritties of the law and all the rest of it, let me say the utterances made by the Electoral Commission for say we're going into a PR system after being directed by His Excellency the President is outrightly wrong, unconstitutional, and illegal. And whichever directive it's coming from, it does not fit into the law. Now let's go into the law. Now, waiting at the law will govern the kind of elections them will for do na salon. Section 38 of the Constitution clearly stipulates, we get various other subsections then, it stipulates say salon for going to constituency elections, and each constituency for return one member of parliament, and also that the life of the constituencies for be minimum of 5 years after we don't create them. It will be a minimum of 5 years and a maximum of 7 years. That's clear. When I get that clear, don't you so?
Yeah.
So when I create a constituency, it will get a lifespan of a minimum of 5 years, maximum of 7 years. Now, what is the recent life of these the constituencies that we do now? Now, the lifespan of the constituencies that we do now for end in December this year, because the last parliament where they be approved, because the last constituencies them now been December 2017. So these constituencies them, the lifespan for end this December. So therefore, the Electoral Commission are not get any authority for do now for say they go into a PR system, because the lifespan of the constituency is not even expired. But be that as it may, we don't say 5 years. Remember, 5 years is only the minimum. That is 5 years for this December. Why do you want to hold on to the minimum this for even if you do not reach December? Why do you want to hold on to the minimum of 5 years when you have 7 years? Why you want to impose a kind of electoral system into the people, their life, where that electoral system there not really clear to the people? Them you impose them, you want to impose them the eve of election, the 11th hour of election, where you not educate the people, them you not do civic education, where the people understand.
Yeah, because there's a lot of confusion, and we know we literacy rates as a country.
Yes.
We know we literacy rates. So the PR system need a lot of civic education, and from my own view, I don't think we have Sierra Leone. We do have time for that at this point.
We don't.
It is necessary
really do not have
for that at this point. So what's in your party? What's your party's position with the PR system, where by fire by force the president don't activate?
Well, me just don't tell you say we are taking it to court, and I don't tell you say JFK, me and other people in the work on some issues with regards to that matter and the Evangelist Samson matter. We're taking it to court, and in the next few days, when I go hear from we, that one surely is going to come. There's no way we're going to leave it out. Let the judiciary do whatever they want to do. If they want to bring this country down to the gutters, it's up to them. But as I say, we have very good judges, very, very esteemed and highly intelligent and forthright, honest judges in the judiciary. We hope, say, the Chief Justice, instead this term, not go joke with the life of the people of this country when it comes to this PR system. It is a system that is a no starter for the country. It's a system that will not fit into the political dynamics of this country, because now a system where they make for bigger countries, very, very bigger countries, large countries, you know, where get different and many political parties. Sierra Leone people and things say we get many political parties. We don't get plenty almost political parties we get. I don't think you reach 8 political parties will get.
So what's in this PR for the purpose of just before Egat you come? How this PR system look like? Let family anytime we get opportunity for the family understand, I can always ask.
Nice.
Although some of we know, where for me it's not a democratic process as far as what I understand. But how it look like?
The PR system where they try for implement a system when on a district block system. What means say when people and they go vote now this term, then they vote for the president, then they vote for the party. When you vote for the party means say you vote for the member of the people, the member of parliament the way person get forget for that district day. So you vote for the president, then you vote for the party. However, when you go vote, you know they vote for a particular candidate. The party, they submit a list of people from each district. That district there, each party they get from number 1 to number 132. Or as the case may be, as the number where they go and give, but for now, we get 132 seats in parliament. So let us assume it is 132. So each party they send 132 lists, but they divide them according to the districts. Let's say Freetown get 40 people there, or 30 people there, as the case may be, or 30 or 25 people there. The party they put 25 names on that list, and when the party put 25 names on the list, when the result come out, according to the number where the party pool, now that percentage you get na the list. So, for example, if APC pull the highest vote, APC that they give them the highest percentage na the list. So, if APC forget na Western area inside the 24 or 20 or 30 people, then if APC forget 24 or 25 members of parliament, then the first 25 then at that list day, the first 25, maybe like say if na 50 then at the list, the first 25, 9 then they choose. But the issue, the thing where people have to know is that now who does the party want for put now number 1 to number 25 that they go.
That brings me to the question. I got to do. Let people understand before you can inside. From my own, what in your understanding, just like how you don't say so, and a lot of people don't explain the same way. It is like not to you they go, not to you they decide for choose you councillor or for for represent you. So let's say if the party put somebody where not care about the people then.
So if you're competent,
not only that.
Go ahead.
Not only that, you can get somebody who not get any business for do with Western area. We not one day live in a Western area. We not know anything but Western area. We person will come up all the way to the east or the north. We not
the diaspora
affiliation with West, but they can't put on a Western area na number 1.
So this is my concern. Yeah, so this is my concern, and I believe Sierra Leone, most Sierra Leoneans they share if they understand what's really in this PR system, they will stand against it because it's like they know you NP the one the way they sabi the MP self the MP they deliver. Not to talk of they not sabi the MP now, but for them. So it's like stealing the right of the people to choose who they want to represent them in parliament. It's like taking away their right. At the end of the day, why? I mean, you guys know what to do as an opposition, and I believe a lot of Sierra Leoneans them will kick against, especially at this point in time, will kick against this PR system because it's like taking away their right to put who they want to represent them in their community. And you need to know the community. You need to know the grassroots. How what's in the countries. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. I got it.
Nice system we good for developed country, not good for Sierra Leone at all. Now that country we don't highly develop with the education system.
Now it's okay. I got it. You can't sell us game. You already know you MP no problem.
Salona not mature for that kind of system there, and Salona to the country for that system there.
Yeah.
Lawyer Lansana, we can talk about August 10 and your clients when Evangelist Samson, but before we can be. I hear you talk, say you know, Mr. No Nonsense Man. I want for me to clarify to you what you mean by Mr. No Nonsense Man.
Well, me not somebody when on the back, if I want for bet, I dey bet without backing. And me not to somebody where sometimes you go they pull the one on wall and they go begin to make like say I want fair this, that, then say good player not the fit for vest. Evangelist Samson in business, if I've gone on the last international court, I know how to do it. I know how to approach those forums. I am a human rights lawyer. I did my master's in human rights law. So I know the forums are always for approach. But not until where they begin to make nactures, they begin holla, they begin make so. Me know what they do. The one they will know me, they go tell you, say, this na man will not like talk boku. Pass you put some say for can't talk. But if not something where they do, if they do no more hit the nail on the head without making noise about it.
Okay, we can talk about the protests now and also Evangelist Samson. But before we can, I get one video we have for play. But I know they play this video for you. I the plan for the viewers them when they watch this video and also waiting right now this video. Not to me right and fumble them. So I want to make una listing to this video, but only plan for Lawyer Lansana. I want for plan for una make una watch this video.
For the country, if that will happen, if the elections will be really postponed.
Very dire consequences, as you know. We are all set. We've been preparing for this for the past 5 years, and everything is set. We have international observers here. quite a lot of money has been spent for this particular occasion, and we see no reason why it should be postponed. The only reason that is there is because the president wants to postpone. But we have the Constitution, and there is no reason why it should not be held on the 27th. I will not hesitate to call the people of this country to come out and defend peace, security, and the democracy we have fought for. I didn't fight for democracy alone. This whole nation fought for it. And I think we should rise up to make sure that democracy is maintained.
Now, Lawyer Lansana, the August 10, people in communities protests for them rights. They don't come protests for APC. They can protest for things that really happen now in country. We don't see anybody hold APC banner. We don't see any person wear APC t-shirts. There was out there protests, just like we were in America. I can come on tomorrow morning, I go to White House, I own a placard, I say I want to protest because of certain things that really happen in my country. We are not like. What thing you take on August 10 protests where people have come on at streets where they will protest, where we see police kill civilians them, and also other policemen and back there also die inside this protest. People can take
my position.
Yeah.
My position on the August 10 protest is consistent, and it is what I believe in as a human rights lawyer and as a citizen of this country. Me think saying the right of every individual for protest, if them agree, them feel say the governance structure of the country, not the cater for them, it is their right to protest. The Constitution, and let me say this, the right to protest is enshrined not only in the Constitution of Sierra Leone, that is chapter 3 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone, fundamental human rights, but also it is a protected right under the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, under the International Covenants on Civil and Political Rights, and also it is also protected under the African Charter on Human and People's Rights. The right to freedom, the right to association, freedom of speech, and all the rest of it are all part of right to protest. So it is the right of every citizen, you know, for protest if they feel say they agree. However, making always say the right to protest not mean say if you can meet me in my office as a lawyer, you can beat me up. Otherwise, it don't make sense for let the right of protest go on. So the right of protest get for be peaceful. And as a peaceful, when we been hearing initially, according to the commentary, we been look now SLBC and all initially, it was peaceful until later on when the police start confronting the civilians, and then it becomes a little bit, you know, heated up, and then you get the altercations, and police officers then die, civilians then die. I have always, and I maintain it, sympathized with the death them, whether a police officer or civilian. I mean, I don't give me sympathy to the families them, various families them. And one of the police officers that will die, Desmond, is a childhood friend. Now pastor, I don't know him for donkey years old, the grapple. You know, so me no go let person like that die. Similarly, so the civilians, some civilians, now a stray bullet kill them. A stray bullet. And these were people when them bundle up together, they go beg their all. Somebody when a stray bullet kill, or somebody when just hold placard, you know, go fetch police, you go, you shoot them. Hey, bro. Then instead of you give the body to people them, you say you go bury them. I think say them give the body to people them, then therefore be not call the family they act small. Say okay, they don't give family them, let's beg them first. Then we go begin talk to government now why they kill with people them. But now give it and give it, they not show with that respect. But to me, it seems as if they not show the people them of this country that respect. They not show the family them that respect they for selling them give them body. Evangelist Samson he on was because he was never ever part of August 10. Samson was killed 4 days after the August 10 issue, you know. So why then mix them and box up and with the August 10 and say they go beg them together is still something unimaginable, and it is something wrong, and it is something that is contrary to law. There is no law which support them for do that. So for me, in some again, everybody get right for protest, peaceful protest, and when una dey pan peaceful protest, police not for attack una. Police can come out for see how they can help the protesters, for be orderly, for help the protest, for let the protest go find one, but not to can attack people them. And so I am completely against what happened that day. The violence will happen that day, the death will happen that day. I am completely against it, and it is a sad day in the history of this country, and we hope it never happen again in this country.
And also, you follow the court case with the protesters. Them, I make you understand. See, some of the protesters then going to court. Then there's a way they sentence them because of the old placard. Just the placard where they old, then sentence and go about. It is white.
Egatin, that issue the way they talk. Now me represent them protesters. Them they are 2 women. Them 2 ladies. Them, and also I mean the first person will be represent protesters in this country. Me na the first lawyer we go represent protesters them. Then I call some other comrades them. We come, you know, lawyer Berete, lawyer Conte, and some other people them join me for represent the August 10 protesters them. Then 2 women they already talk so. Then all placard before them the oath. Then decide say they want to go protest. Now then get information say then they you know attack protesters in a tongue. So then decide not to go again. They not even come on at the area again before them do not. Now then fold the placard, then fold them. That fold they when them fold them beyond neighbor them bad neighbor don't call police. The police then can and just meet them, don't fold the placard them. Now then get at them go to police station. Now me go represent them. Do all kind of things just that placard day and then sentence them for 5 months. And I not say where they talk this or other people they not go let come. But true, now this whatever you do, it is true, it go hurt you. But now the true people and they will get for talk them. Then sentence them for 5 months. It's still unimaginable to me how that can happen in a country like Sierra Leone where they describe themselves as a democratic, you know, society. It's really sad that we get in Kantiana. Now only Sierra Leone you go get in Kantiana and they happen. You know. Now me represent them Egatin. Them particular people that we talk so. Now 2 ladies them, 2 women them. And a Congo Tongue bridge now the thing happen around that side. Imagine Congo Tongue bridge, una not say non-protest not been there, not so.
Right, yeah.
By una information.
Yeah, but yes, yeah.
Yeah, na Congo Tongue bridge. Now the thing happen when non-protest not there. They wanna go now. Even if protest been there, say for all ordinary placard na crime that one day. For
you know,
we want
Egatin, you know, sometimes
standard of living high. Now crime that one day now you for go jail for.
Lawyer Lansana, I won't make Egatin play. You know what? I want to make Egatin play that video back because sometimes this government or the president where we get can forget say if we don't make certain comments then now what the thing they get back at it take offense to the people of Sierra Leone.
Yes.
You were in that video saying you will call the people of Sierra Leone to rise up.
Yes, so
you told reporter, I will call the people of Sierra Leone to rise up and protect their democracy. And then when the people rose up August 10, you said they are terrorists.
Yes, they are terrorists.
I want you to play that video. Let people understand this president what we call President Madabiu.
Consequences for the country if that will happen, if the elections will be really postponed?
Very dire consequences, as you know. We are all set. We've been preparing for this for the past 5 years, and everything is set. We have international observers here. Quite a lot of money has been spent for this particular occasion, and we see no reason why it should be postponed. The only reason that is there is because the president wants to postpone. But we have the Constitution, and there is no reason why it should not be held on the 27th. I will not hesitate to call the people of this country to come out and defend peace, security, and the democracy we have fought for. I didn't fight for democracy alone. This whole nation fought for it. And I think we should rise up to make sure that democracy is maintained.
that was exactly what the people were doing August 10.
Yes.
And lawyer Lansana, I beg me not to lawyer, but just listen to the words of the president then and the way he was desperate to come to power. In words that been so divisive that I will tell the people of Sierra Leone.
I don't want for me to complicate lawyer Lansana. I don't play this video for lawyer Lansana. Please view yourself.
No, let's just be clear. This is my own opinion.
I don't even say I can put this video.
However, what you get for say, I think the president himself knows that the people of this country get a right for protest if they feel aggrieved, and he not been there in a tongue that time the way the protest happened, but I've been thinking say we come for being behave like the president of this country and make sure say then one them way attack protesters, he make sure say they deal with them. Yeri say he make a statement, say he make a committee for investigation. Remember that no. So
I just want to ask you, say what's in the outcome of that?
And then give you the names of them people within the committee. Up to now we've not had anything. Sometimes the committee don't make the report, don't send them, they don't want to make we know. But I think from that time, whatever committee them put in place for not able to give them report by now. Why make the people of this country not get the result of that report? It still begs the question, say something is happening that is not right and something is amiss and something, maybe they don't know something about the report where they don't want to make public. Otherwise, they would have made it public to
absolutely, because I mean the people that them put at the committee was made public, and they said they would bring everything public at the end of the committee, the findings. And I was thinking that when until that findings they come out, before even they go even give them people here, them family, them body for let them go bury. But now that I don't go bury, that means the case don't bury. And there is no case. That means when they don't go bury, the case don't bury. And my concern is with, like you say, I want to tell we small who side this evangelist Samson in your issue, get for go. I mean, other people they're important, but because people are so specific about evangelist Samson, because in your case be unique. And according to what the president said in the interview, there was crossfiring. They said there was a crossfiring. So, how this evangelist Samson in situation, how far do you want to take this situation for posterity? Because anything what they do, let we think about how this work on a salon. Anything what they do, let we think about the reason and the things then we create in the first place, the senseless war in a salon. Where is he going to take you with this case, evangelist Samson?
In the first place, evangelist Samson has never been a soldier or any combatant. And according to the instructions when we get from his family, a commoner owes that money, they then call him for Canada's bar, for can chill. Somebody who's coming to a bar to come and chill, for can drink one or two soft drink or so. Not a person where they carry gun around, and in fact that person is not to violence person, So he come all the drinks, a day with the drinks, then he was identified that he was the one that they went there for. As soon as he realized, say they don't point him out and then go for, he decide for run with all the other people that were there around, decide for run, and he was shot at the back of his leg. How can you say there was a crossfire? Somebody where they do crossfire, if they shoot him, now in face you they shoot him, or in frontage you they shoot him. It can't be from him back. You can't get somebody from crossfire where they shoot you said they shoot him. You get for shoot him in chest or in leg, even if in leg now before the leg, not on the back. So even the pathologists, according to the pathologists, say this person was running away, when he was shot from the back. So it means that somebody will not have been any risk, not being violent, not being get any waiting and call, or not being they confront you because I run in the gun. Then they shoot him from the back, And it's sad, say when they shoot him 9 leg, they allow him to bleed to death because now the bleeding to death 9 kill him eventually according to the pathologist. And it's sad again. The pathologist result, they're not able to give you the pathologist result up till now. They not give them family. The family entitled to the pathologist report, but they not give them up till now. And also, since then, I will say, they represent them, then for don't submit the pathologist report to me because I've requested. Now maybe request initially for a pathologist for a post-mortem to be done initially because they not been doing nothing. I request for a post-mortem. Then go do the post-mortem. During the post-mortem, how we do know the cause of death was during the post-mortem, the pathologist they explain because the family have been dead, the lawyer been dead, you know, from the chambers been dead, and then the family and somebody from internal affairs been dead. I don't know if any other person been dead, but then people are a set of people who are also been dead. Now, during the course of the autopsy, it explains, say this is it. They open the place, say this, now the bullet, now the back, and they pass it means say the person been they move away, they run away, when they shoot them, you know, he explained everything. So all he need for doing, I for go put them down in a written form. So that one day, I'm sure I not go get any, and they fault the pathologist at this point in time. I sure say the pathologist don't make a report, and he don't send them to the government, but the government refused for forward that report day because maybe I don't know, they are afraid of what.
Have you contacted the pathologist? You contact them?
Well, quite recently, a letter don't go directly to the pathologist for making submit the report, but that one come from JFK. But I think say the government now then solicits the services of the pathologists. So the pathologists, if the pathologists don't give them the report, and suppose for forward the report to the family, you know, because Evangelist Samson their family, and they know the circumstances of in death, so they're supposed to submit them. If they're not submit them, it means say they know something where they don't want the public for. No, this is if you keep something from people, then it means there's something there where you don't let people then know. Why they're not able to submit the pathologist reporting now? I don't know.
So now they haven't hold anybody accountable. Nobody has been held accountable.
Not at all. Not to our knowledge.
Lansana, there's a rumor out there where people see Evangelist Samson has set them up, and also why this government not honor the body to Evangelist Samson family.
Well, as I say, that is still something I hold the government responsible for, saying they not behave properly and disrespect the people of this country, disrespect the legal profession, and decide for act as them feel say they want for act. You know, and this is a democratic society. For goodness sake, it is no longer a system where you have despotism or authoritarianism. You know, this is not an autocratic regime or a military regime. It is not. This is a democratic system where people voted for their representative, whether it's the president or parliament. So we want for admonish them for treat the people of this country with due respect. And I think say Evangelist Samson issue raised a lot of questions, and people learn for very, very pay attention to Evangelist Samson issue, because Evangelist Samson issue now a case study of how the government don't behave to somebody when an innocent person, somebody when a merely a social media blogger, where even if he criticize the government, he has the right to do so, and does not warrant a situation where he has to be hunted, you know, and killed. So let them give us, and that is why I have asked many questions to the investigative body we get for investigate Evangelist Samson issue. One, then therefore investigate the government as to the circumstances where lead to Evangelist Samson in death. Two, would order Evangelist Samson in arrest one before they go to the kill force? Would order for let them attack him? Three, would not the people them way attack him? Four, Evangelist Samson died. So would authorize in death? Why they're not able for care and go to a hospital where they for been take care of Evangelist Samson immediately, where they shoot him if they not be one for kill him, as soon as they don't shoot him in leg, why they not care and go for let them get proper medical care ASAP? And also we ask the tribunal we go for look at Evangelist Samson in case for make them ask the government for submit the autopsy report, and also for make them go identify Evangelist Samson in grave and make them exhume in body when means say them for pulling body and let them hand over the body to the family. Let the family give them a respectful and befitting funeral. And also at the end of the day, for let them compensate the family, not to that pittance where they go for go give the family where the family not take when at 20 million loans. We will come out with the figure later on when we go give, because no matter what happen, and not say Evangelist Samson in people they don't want compensation, not a compensation and they look for, but in international human rights law, you get for go for compensation for let the person know say this thing where you don't do so is bad. So we're going for a very, 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 very serious compensation to be paid to the family of Evangelist Samson.
So you think say that go ever happen?
We're going for it, and I can assure you it will happen. It will happen, because we expect the body will go to for letting give a very, very, very fair and disciplined ruling in that regard. Because all we've asked for is not something strange. It's not something that cannot be attained. When somebody then kills somebody of that kind way, people then need for investigation. Maybe they're expecting that the government of Sierra Leone for them institute an investigative panel to that, but they've never done it. Which also begs the question that why didn't they do it? What made the government not institute the investigative panel into Evangelist Samson in there, like they did for the August 10? Why? That's the big question, and I want the government to answer that question.
As we round up, let's play this video quick, Lawyer Lansana, make you see.
Yes, Lawyer Lansana, you see exactly what happened, because you know me as a woman, as Kumra, when I see what I see, so it was really tough for me that day. And woman themselves, all coughing. We know we have our traditions as a country. We all get with tradition. We have Muslim people and they were there in that coffin day. We get Christian. There are different rights to how they bury people. We see woman and they took coffin and they all like,
I'm want to know if la Sierra Leone this video call.
Now the first and this, to be honest with you, now the first and this I see woman the old coffin.
I'm telling you.
Maybe refuse for watch the video, the clip. I not ever see them because until then they were not one for see, you know, because it's sad. I not be ever watch them until the first I watch them, to be honest with you now, because I be refused for watch them until I play. I may not be no say set now when they play now, but be that as it may, I mean it is sad. We culture, we get we own culture. Why people and they destroy we culture we not able to understand. Woman they not for go all the body go na being ground, they go put them inside all. Now the first thing this I see them. And it saddens my heart. Notwithstanding that, also, some people and they were na Muslim and Christians them. When they go to the graveside, you got to call the pastor for can commit the body. You got to call the imam and in family for they round the own graveside for commit the body. But they not do that. Then just go put them in the boxes, then put them yonder. Now
well, some people that they laugh, say, even at the comment section, people are saying they were empty boxes.
Well, this now you see this.
Yeah, so there are so many confusing stories.
Yeah, this is why sometimes anything what you do in this country, just try for be transparent.
Transparent because
to book.
Yes,
people and be transparent, and also Muslim not they go inside box. Muslim not they go inside box. Why you put them inside box when they bury them? Then they put them inside box. Where they come at the burying ground. When they reach at the burying ground, and they pull them. Then bury them in a shroud in the bury them. So
I think say the government leave a lot of room for people and for things otherwise.
Speculate. And the people
that's an empty box according to people.
Rightly, so the people are justified for beginning for think they own whatever they want for think, because you don't give them the opportunity, you not be transparent to them for let them able to say no, we see this body now so it be now so it be. You just come, you bring boxes from the motorcar, you put them down, then you put them down the grave, you know. If not be the Muslim themselves, if not so the Christian themselves them in pool, if not the Muslim themselves them in pool, the people then see them their loved one, then go say okay, well when we don't see the Muslim them, the Christian them, then they inside the box, because you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Behave properly. Let so people are justifiable in thinking.
Yes, if there's an empty coffin, they have the right to feel that way.
Yeah.
thank you very much, Lansana, with the roundup now. I reach again anything for C.
Yeah, I just want to make lawyer Lansana just answer this quick, because since in a human rights lawyer, and for the past 4 years, going to 5 years of this government, we have seen, the unseen, the never been seen human rights abuses them. This not a we they say is when I waiting the camera capture. We have seen something that we've never seen before happening in Sierra Leone. How, as a human rights lawyer, we know the international human rights standards, of a country. How would you assess the human rights situation currently in Sierra Leone? Is this something to write home about?
It is not. It is appalling. The human rights situation in the country has deteriorated to a level where it's really worrying, and a cause for concern. The people in governance get for make sure say the citizens of the country and the people that within the govern and then deserve for be respected, and also the international community give them certain human rights to which they are entitled from the day they were born into the world. So if you the govern, you get for make sure say you observe then rights then day and give people and then rights then day. But if you trample on them from day one until the last day where you come on a power, then it's sad, because look at the amount of political arrest where they happen now, the amount of political prosecutions where they happen, the amount of political detentions where they happen is unprecedented. It's really alarming, and it all reach a stage where even some police officers then in a very, very difficult situation, because sometimes where they not act, then they sack them. To be honest with you, now Egatin. When they not act, when they not do them.
Even you say stuff when they talk, so when you talk to you not correct and they invite you tomorrow.
Yes, and they invite you tomorrow. Me self for the talk show. Now we no more they not they not get for do. There are times where I not ever say this. Then they send people them when a police officers them where they in black. They're not a well police officer. Then they come pass around my office several weeks back. Then they come pass around my office, but I can look them and make it like say I not see them, because I'm not a threat to the government. I've not done anything bad in this country. The fact that I'm saying what is right does not mean you have to think I'm a threat to you. I'm not a threat to you. If you do what is right,
no, anybody that speak the truth at this point in time is a threat.
Yes, it's a threat. And for make I say me, if at all I not get an opportunity again, I just want to say Egatin and me dearest sister. I want to tell you plenty thank you, and I want to tell you dear as they say this now lawyer Lansana Dumbuya. I come out from a humble background, and I run for the National Secretary General of the APC party. And I don't want anybody for curse anybody for mistake. I don't want anybody for abuse anybody or for malign anybody for mistake. The one way they support me supporters them, and the one them way they try for push me on agenda go before. I want to tell you plenty thank you, carry on the good work. Again, when they support me, when I critics them, I want to tell you plenty thank you, because sometimes you need to have critics out there. You need to have people who will not support you. But I only they pray and ask when I say, in all this hulabaloo they do in this political gymnastics, do ya let with the talk about people them team way correct. If they tell you something about Lansana Dumbuya, ask somebody, even a diaspora. I get people that we know me in a diaspora who all grow up. Ask them, then go tell you, say me in a person way are not there from bad business. And this issue one they talk say me they camp. When they talk say me they Samsumana camp. This is a big lie to people them. I get for tell una I rightly. Me not get anything against Samsumana, but he knows I'm not in his camp, and I've always said it clearly. Say me, Lansana Dumbuya, I mean a neutral na the political ground. I not they support any political flag bearer, because as Secretary General, na me get for bring peace na the party. Na me get for call all the one the way they not give. Now one great person then get for give the flag bearer. The other one the way they not give, then get for pull out small. So this time I know I make it be like 2017. Now me get for then at the position for call the all. And therefore, in that regard, I get for be neutral. If I take sides now, if I decide for call other person where sometimes I be not take sides against, I know go come. So therefore, anybody when a political aspirant, I want let una get due deference to me, let una understand my position. Say now because I want make this party go before, and now because I want make APC unite. now I make a day neutral. And I want to make everybody respect that. And I have nothing against any other person. I know say people in the tribe for put me, they don't put me in a camp, don't put me NRM, don't put me under this recently. Then they talk other things, say me they malign against me colleague and all the rest of it. All them thing and then a lie. Me na red-blooded APC. I will not do anything to be detrimental. We go be detrimental to the APC. I'm not gonna do anything we go undermine the APC. I'm not gonna do anything we go undermine any member of the APC. Even if you're not somebody where they contest against me, I'm not gonna do anything to undermine you. I have not undermined any other people that will be the contest who want to be the contest in the past. I've never done it, so I will not begin it now. So I'm for telling plenty thank you and wish we Salon well. And una willing at the diaspora, the Egerton and my sister and other people, una keep the good work. Some people are not going to like una, the government not going to like una because maybe sometimes they criticize them. But I not say any other system will come if them do things when not right, you not go criticize similarly.
Sure.
And that is the work you should be doing. So I want for applaud una for that. Una keep the thing going, and God go reward una. And I sure say by what una they do, una will get bigger things in the future. Thank you very much.
Lawyer Lansana talk like Secretary General.
Well, that's say don't be
Secretary General. I mean, we all together.
So because we like every day they go to the accused. Oh, that belongs to APC. We don't belong
Lawyer Lansana, I wish you all the best. I wish you luck.
Thank you, my
I
sister.
see you're a very genuine person, so I wish you all the best. You know. For your election.
And we'll not be last and I can say we'll come for promote. We don't say yes in the for Secretary General. So we write so we invite her for making some can't say we would see what for do.
Thank you.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, have a wonderful night.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Well, Fambulem, well, Rachel, I think we'll go for let's play one or two videos them and I get one or two adverts for make people see what they go on people away there with we and also want for say thank you to Lawyer Lansana. Thank you very much for where you honor the invitation where you can and also we'll go for their back with other people and back from the APC. We will bring in Canada and get so many things when they go for can talk. Yes, so this platform now for now and would there. What's your last word to family?
My last word for today, you know, the thing and plenty. I just want to make Salon people wise up. I know say a lot of people are hurting at this time. You know, it's too much going on for we people and back home, and we self they feel the pinch. So are they encourage all Sierra Leoneans then for open unayai this time around, because if you make a mistake for one bag rice and 10,000 leons, you're gonna pay the consequences for another 5 years. So make we think, if you want you picking in future, if you want yourself you better one, let we think above party lines and begin for think what the right person we go think about the country rather about in party or in self and in family. So make we wise up. It's conscious times. Make we all put we thinking cap and make sure so we do the right thing for Sierra Leone so that we no go they talk. If we talk, say no talk about other developmental things them, but we no go they talk then kind talk here again in the next 5 years. Thank you so much. And for one of the viewers, then I want to say thank you. Una don't keep the comment section going, the communication there, and una continue for watch this program and una share the video so that other people then also go able for watch this very, very educative video and program we don't learn from today. Thank you, Egerton Shaba, for always giving me the opportunity to be on your platform.
So today the microphone, I'm control the microphone today.
So today
we are control the microphone today because of today, like you control the microphone, it can go 110.
When you play before we go, I mean, when you play that video, me belly just boil. No, me belly just boil because This is the constitution that this man say he protect, but now you the bastardize so.
And we got more videos that we're going to play. Where we call people.
They well inside, and it well as a Sierra Leonean.
People are going to treat.
Yes.
More videos that we're going to play.
Me believe well as a Sierra Leonean. You know, when I see or I hear this current president be the talk then and the way where he desperately want for kind of power, me believe just well. This is the constitution where say we will protect the constitution. I will call on Sierra Leoneans to raise, I will raise them, let them come on the street for protect the democracy. And now people are rising up to protect their democracy, and you're calling them a terrorist. You want to eat your cake and have it, Mr. President? Mr. President want to eat his cake and have it.
We got more videos of play when the president with the call for protests, when they incite people, and so we need for Google, we need for going to tweets.
Yes.
For protests.
You don't incite people, and then now when people they are grieved by your governance, and you calling people a terrorist. Anyway, this is something that we've never seen before. This is unprecedented. This is another Trump in Sierra Leone. I'm sorry. But today, I just want to keep cool. I know they hype today. I just want to keep cool. Let you control the mic today. Good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Consequences for the country if that will happen, if the elections will be really postponed?
Very dire consequences, as you know. We are all set. We've been preparing for this for the past 5 years, and everything is set. We have international observers here. Quite a lot of money has been spent for this particular occasion, and we see no reason why it should be postponed. The only reason that is there is because the president wants to postpone. But we have the constitution, and there is no reason why it should not be held on the 27th. I will not hesitate to call the people of this country to come out and defend peace, security, and the democracy we have fought for. I didn't fight for democracy alone. This whole nation fought for it. And I think we should rise up to make sure that...
Not yes.
We've spoken to people, and they've said that it's because of economic hardship that prompted them or that propelled them to go out on the streets to demonstrate. And what are you doing to address economic hardships in this country?
With the prices of things just going up, I cannot protect the people of this country.
Arrest with a buy 3,500 for company. I would buy 15,000. They buy 5 liters for that full money. Get my people will suffer. Like you they will suffer. Mama will suffer. Samura come out. Mina Ibrahim Yaya Bendo. Mina Bombo Shabro Bobo. We say Mother be born, Ademi born. But 50 no something no do they. Mother be no do nothing. We say nothing no do they. So now we don't do some house. Samura Kamara. After God and Abina Samura Kamara.
Show unarmed civilians being hit by authorities. Can you verify that indeed was going on?
I haven't seen evidence of that. What I can attest to is the fact that I have seen police officers slain by protesters and with stones. They never had the opportunity of going back. Bye to them. We had to accord them due civic burial ceremonies on Tuesday this week.
And finally, several protesters also told CNN that the government had tracked down those who did post content only and detained them. So what's your response to that allegation?
Well, I'm not aware of any such case. In any case, if a person has been arrested, battle, including 28 children who were bused from Kamakwe, Bingao. Those children who were in hands have now been handed over to the appropriate child rights agencies led by the Ministry of Social.
From class 1 till and down secondary school. Of course, we did take the SS4 because now a waste of time where the APC bring. This particular program, they cover school fees, books and uniform and other educational materials then. That means they do not get for pay for all of them things then they.
And how much will that cost? How much will that cost?
Say again?
How much will...
Not yours.
We've spoken to people and they've said that it's because of economic hardship that prompted them or that propelled them to go out on the streets to demonstrate. And what are you doing to address economic hardships in this country?
With the prices of things just going up, I cannot protect the people of this country.